So the Steam Deck got announced. Let's just say it looks insanely good, and to say the very least on paper it's well worth the money, and you know your boy got a reservation for one. But of course the Nintendo fanboys are out in full force damage controlling for the Switch, which at this point looks like a complete joke due to how outdated its hardware is and how pathetic it looks when compared to the Steam Deck, which only costs $50 more than the scam known as the OLED Switch. It also becomes really hard to argue that the Steam Deck is going to quote unquote fail when the motherfucker crashed the entirety of Steam worldwide last night. And I know their video was uploaded beforehand, but come on, that shit was easily predictable. So without further delay, I'll let the video play.
The Nintendo Switch Pro is here and Nintendo didn't even make it, so
I know me making fun of people's intros is probably going to get annoying soon, but I will never be able to watch that intro and not die a significant amount on the inside. And that intro paired with the baby voice he's clearly putting on to appeal to his child fan base is just flat out painful.
Steam announced today a new handheld gaming system. The thing is this big. I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you the thing is this big. We're gonna check it out. I don't know much about it. All I've seen is how gigantic it is and how unappealing it is.
Calling it unappealing is a complete lie, and if you needed any proof that in fact it crashed the entirety of Steam, should be enough. Plus, what's unappealing about having a PC in your hands for around 50 quid more than the Switch, whilst at the same time over doubling your performance if not quadrupling your performance? The only unappealing thing at a first glance is a joystick layout. But even still, the people who've got a hands-on with the system have said that it isn't an issue. This thing is everything but unappealing, and the reaction from the gaming community is all you need to prove that.
To me! So if you are a fan of this, you might not like this video because ultimately, I don't think it's gonna do well.
I don't see how it can't do well when people are this hyped for it. The internet was blowing up over its announcement, and the amount of buzz surrounding it basically gives them a guaranteed success, and the fact this is a Valve product will bring a huge number of eyes towards it, as it's been plastered on the front page of Steam in front of over 1 billion accounts.
It seems like a niche product, but let's check it out, all right? Before I start casting stones, okay? Let's check it out and talk about it. We're here on Steam's Twitter today, 7 hours ago, introducing Steam Deck. I guess that's what it's called. Steam Deck, powerful portable PC gaming, starting at $399. Starting at $399. So I don't know if there's gonna be a more advanced option or what the case is.
This guy hasn't even researched the product before making a video on it, just to rush out a video as soon as possible to get some views off of the hype surrounding the announcement of the Steam Deck. If you are going to make a video talking about a product, then you should at the absolute very least take a look at the product before making a video on it. Even the fucking Quartering puts more effort into his videos than this.
Designed by Valve, powered by Steam, shipping December 2021, so very soon. Was this known about before? Because I had no idea, and then out of nowhere there was like, here it is!
This overdramatic kiddie act is already getting on my nerves, and we've only just got into his video. Also, no, it wasn't announced before, that's why it was called an announcement for the product, you fucking idiot. And Valve purposely announced it on the day that Nintendo Switch OLED models became available for pre-orders, to steal some customers from Nintendo, and from everyone's reaction to this, it definitely worked.
The new Steam handheld. Haven't they tried a Steam box before and it like didn't do well? There's a lot of reasons why I just don't think this is gonna go well. People are really super excited about it online, but like everything in the past, people were excited about the Ouya.
Comparing the Steam Deck to that is incredibly stupid. The Ouya was a scam from a brand new company started up solely to produce that product. The Steam Deck is from fucking Valve. The likelihood of Steam scamming customers is near to nothing. They are one of the most consumer friendly companies in gaming, and with products like the Valve Index under their belt, they've got a proven record of releasing solid products now.
I mean, that's just because people are excited now does not mean it's gonna do well. Remember Labo? Remember when everybody was, hey, Labo's amazing, and I was saying that it wasn't gonna do well, and everyone's like, dude, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Watch. Where's Labo? What happened? I've seen it at Goodwill. That's pretty neat.
You have to be living in an extremely small echo chamber of nothing but Nintendo fanboys to unironically think that anyone was excited about Labo. But I don't know why I'm expecting anything better from him when his channel is pretty much dedicated to Nintendo now.
Anyway, here's the video that goes along with it. It has no sound. My sound on my TV is all the way up. I'm not using headphones, and it just didn't have any sound. I was like, that's a great start. A commercial with no sound, and it's a little pixelated.
Look how gigantic this thing is, and this thing is huge, literally this big. You know, like Shane, the Switch is pretty big. This is this is like Atari Lynx big, okay?
How is this a problem? If I try to play on the Switch for more than 30 minutes, I'll usually get cramps in my hands because of how small it is. The Steam Deck being bigger is only a positive thing for the majority of people. Unlike Nintendo, Valve's target audience won't be children with tiny hands.
Here goes my Switch Lite right here. Let me show you this. This is my Switch Lite right here. You're like, that's pretty big. Not really. Look at my hands. They're touching. This is my cell phone. It's literally almost the exact same size as my cell phone. I can put this in my fucking pocket in the carrying case. Watch this. I can put this fully in my pocket. Check it out. That's in my fucking pants. I've done this many times. I've walked around with my Switch in my fucking... Because I wear pants like a normal grown-ass man. Not fucking girl jeans. I'm looking right at you with your girl jeans. I couldn't fit that in there. I can barely fit my cell phone in there. Then grow the fuck up and buy some pants. Jesus Christ.
Who is unironically walking around with a bright blue Switch light in their pocket in public other than this boy? Literally no one. He's calling the Steam Deck a niche product whilst complaining that it doesn't fit his highly niche needs. Most people put their Switches in their backpack or bags, not in their pockets. It's so ironic that this guy is for one telling people to grow up whilst carrying his little baby blue Nintendo Switch Lite around with him in his pocket, and whilst making over-kidified content on YouTube.
It's just, this is portable, okay? I love the Switch Lite, $200, half the price of this.
And it's not even a fifth of the performance. There's a reason why the Switch Lite is so cheap. It's because for one, it's cheaply made, and for two, because it runs off of the power of a potato.
You go, well, this is gonna play Doom at 60 FPS and Team Fortress and all this other stuff. Well, that's great. There's a thing called gaming laptops, all right? We didn't need, this is literally as convenient as a gaming laptop, all right? I don't understand what the hype is about this.
So let me get this straight. You're trying to shit on the Steam Deck for being too quote-unquote big to be portable, while simultaneously telling people to buy a gaming laptop instead, which will weigh a hell of a lot more and will be a hell of a lot more expensive than the Steam Deck is. If in your logic the Steam Deck is too big even though it isn't, then a gaming laptop is unusable in your logic.
Like, you could play something that's this fucking big and the buttons are at the top, so you're gonna be holding it really weird. That's cool. Look at that.
I challenge everyone right now watching this video to go grab their controllers and to pretend their button layouts and joystick alignments are the same as the Steam Deck. Very quickly, you'll realize this will not be an issue at all.
The buttons are at the very top of the like, what is this? I guess there's a little mouse tracking pad, which is kind of neat. Like, it's cool, all right? It looks a little wacky, but the concept and the idea are cool. But it's just such a, I feel like, not a mainstream thing. Like, Timmy and his mom at Kmart aren't gonna be like, hey, let's get this Steam portable gigantic thing and carry it around and play God knows what, when they could just go, hey, let's get this, get a Mario Boys, and be on our way.
Valve isn't targeting their product towards little Timmy in Kmart with his mum. Anyone with half a functioning brain cell could figure that out. Valve is once again trying to push the gaming industry forward like they have been doing for the past decade, with products like the Valve Index and now the Steam Deck. Valve is not looking to destroy the Switch, in fact they are actively encouraging more companies to enter the handheld gaming market, by offering their SteamOS 3 software to manufacturers for nothing.
All the technologies and the OS and the building blocks that we've been working on over the years that kind of make Steam Deck will be available free of charge for people that want to build devices like that as well.
Brilliant. Lawrence, take us home. You were starting to say something as well.
Oh, I was just going to say the same thing as Pure Lou. We
sorry.
want to make sure people know that the SteamOS 3 is available for free license for any manufacturer that wants to make a similar product.
Valve is simply trying to push more competition into the handheld market, while still offering their own product, and it's not exactly hard to figure out why.
I feel like it's just has way more mass appeal. Like, oh, look, it's got all these household names, and they're just right here. And obviously, you can hack this to play those on there. I get that. I know there's gonna be people going, I can play Mario on my Steam. I can hack it right on there, Sean. Great. Again, this is the mass appeal, not the niche guy in his basement going beep boop boop bop boop. Let me put everything over. I know it's not hard. I'm just making fun. Okay, I'm just having fun. All right.
The lack of self-awareness is staggeringly bad. Does this guy really think that Steam and PC gaming in general don't have household names? You can play any PC title on Steam Deck, my guy. There are literally thousands of household names available on PC.
Let's look into it though a little more. SteamDeck.com. I really haven't looked into this at all.
Trust me, everyone is fully aware of the fact you have no idea what you're talking about.
I just saw that it was a thing. The most gaming power you have ever held. You don't know what I've held. I've held Dreamcast guy's dick.
Once again, I don't think anyone is surprised by that.
I like the Valve logo on it. The quality of the product looks really high. Like, it looks really sturdy. It looks like it's got some weight to it. The buttons and everything, they look really good quality. Like that matte finish, that little stuffiness, looks like it's got some good grips on there. It looks good quality. I'll give it that.
All-in-one gaming, portable, PC, blah, blah, blah. Steam Deck brings the Steam games and features you love to a powerful and convenient. Okay.
What exactly is inconvenient about a device which lets you play all your PC games on the go with minimal hassle? I really don't see how this is remotely inconvenient.
I feel like they know what they're doing hardware-wise. For some reason, Nintendo botched that, and I got drift on my light, but it like went away. I don't know what the deal is. This is probably going to be a lot better quality hardware than Nintendo is going to have. You got to admit that. I mean, come on, there's probably going to be leaps and bounds above in terms of quality of the hardware, not processing power. Clearly, that's going to be, you don't even have to say that. This is going to be way more processing power than a Switch.
If anyone saw this clip alone, you'd think this guy was praising it, not trying to argue that it's going to fail. Of course, Valve knows what they're doing. They've been in the industry for over 2 decades and run the most popular gaming platform.
Just how you can connect to peripherals, throw the picture onto a big screen, and do all the other PC things you'd expect. So I guess it has a dock. I saw something like that it had like a dock thing for a PC. I don't know if you can dock it to a TV, but if you can, that's really awesome, and that is great. We can go into more about the hardware. I guess we will. I don't know anything about hardware. It's just gonna be like, check out the processing power. Beep boop beep boop 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 beep boops.
Oh my god, that was so funny, man. I don't think I've laughed this hard in a long time. And yes, it will have an official dock available. However, they haven't said if that'll be available at launch or not, but you can use any Type-C dock for it. Plus, you don't need a dock to connect it to your TV/monitor. This is all shit you should have known before making this video, but due to your desperation for easy views, you rushed out the video.
Gyro, there you go. Trackpads, which I thought were really cool. Those look cool. 7-inch screen, which is what the new Switch OLED is, but I heard this is LCD. People were making a big deal like, God, you guys can't even do OLED. Why can't they do OLED? Come on now.
This is why I hate armchair intellectuals like this guy. They didn't use an OLED screen to save costs and to save battery life. Our god and savior Gabe Newell already confirmed that it was a pain for them to meet this price point. So adding an OLED screen onto the cost would have just increased the price, meaning they wouldn't have been able to meet the price point they wanted to. On top of that, OLED screens are notorious for burn-ins and tons of issues for minimal improvements on small screens. So it's smart of Valve to not risk such major issues happening in their first generation version of the Steam Deck.
Fast storage, built-in storage, 64 gigs, SSD or fastest. You can get a 512. Okay, so you can upgrade when you buy it, I guess. I guess the base model will be 400, and then depending on what your upgrades are, hi-fi audio, 40-watt battery, 78 hours, fastest spin resume. It's got a lot of great features. It looks really nice, but I just, again, don't think it has mass appeal. We've had things like this in the past, very similar things to this.
And they have had nowhere near the same marketing potential as this, nor the credibility of Valve making them. And those products haven't had a dedicated OS built for them. They've primarily relied on Windows, which puts them at a massive disadvantage, because Windows is not a tool suited for handheld gaming. Just because it doesn't appeal to kindergartners, it doesn't mean it's going to fail, and it's a beyond idiotic argument to make.
And a million other handhelds, a PS Vita, all kinds of stuff. I know this is not even comparable to a PS Vita, but like we've had things in the same vein, in the same ballpark as this before.
Speaking of the PS Vita, the Steam Deck, ironically, has better support from Sony already.
And they just don't work. Nintendo just knows what they're doing marketing wise with handhelds and with their IPs and everything. They know how to get it into households and go, hey, the family, you guys will love this. Steam is just like, hey, hardcore gamers, buy our thing, dude. And maybe that'll work for them. I don't think it will. Again,
You've got to love the pure, unfiltered ignorance on display here. The Valve Index is a far more niche product than the Steam Deck due to VR being a niche area of gaming at the moment, and that was a huge success for Valve. What makes you think this is going to be any different, especially when the product is directed at a much larger market?
But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is there about it, right? Like software, what we tech specs, what we mean, a little bit of tech specs. Got a microphone, you know me, I love mics. Zing, dude's got a bunch of flops, there's T-flops, and G-flops, oh fuck, it's flopping! 16 gigabyte RAM, display, I guess it's that 720 is what I heard, 800p, 1280, 16 by 10 aspect ratio, a little bit, 16 by 9, kind of weird. Slightly better than 720, LCD again, 700 brightness, 60 hertz refresh rate.
all nice things. These are all nice things, all right, but at the end of the day, is that gonna matter for this $400 gigantic handheld gaming console, I really don't think so. I don't think it's gonna do well. We'll see. I hope it does well, and then the Switch would have some competition, and Nintendo could step up their game and give us better hardware. That would be amazing. And maybe if they condense it to a smaller form factor, I would be interested. But I'm not interested in carrying around something this fucking big.
Why is he pretending like this is a huge deal? The Steam Deck is around 6 centimeters bigger. It will still fit in your backpack or bag. In no way, shape or form is this a big deal, and it sure as hell doesn't make the product less enticing than it would be if it was smaller. The idea that it's too big is just strange, to be honest. Also, for the love of God, can you please stop trying to be funny? You aren't. Making strange faces and weird noises doesn't make you funny. All it does is make your videos more unbearable to watch.
Alright, I'm sorry, Steam, Valve, whoever I gotta apologize to, I apologize. It is interesting. I do find it interesting, but I'm not enough to want to even come close to consider buying one at all. But that's just me. Obviously, there are a lot of hardcore nerds out there that are super excited, and God bless you. Like I said, there's gaming laptops you can just bring. It's not gonna be that much more cumbersome than this.
I'm sorry, I'm allergic to bullshit.
That is complete and utter bullshit. If you think carrying around a gaming laptop will be even remotely comparable to carrying around the Steam Deck, you're either being dishonest on purpose or you're plain out stupid. In no world will a laptop be as easy to carry around as a handheld gaming system like the Steam Deck. The fact he's calling people nerds for wanting to play games without being locked to a specific ecosystem is incredibly pathetic, because if you didn't know, you can download Windows onto the Steam Deck, and even if you don't want to do that, you have access to a full-blown desktop via Linux. And imagine calling people basement dwellers for wanting to use their peripherals of choice.
The long-winded rant today. If you liked it, drop a comment, like, subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out so much in the YouTube algorithm, and I really do appreciate it so much. There'll be a pinned comment down below with all the other channels I work on. Links in the description if you want to support the channel. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. I'll see you guys later.
Well, no, I will be doing everything but subscribing and liking the video myself. Now we've finally come to the end of that tragically bad video, so with all that being said, please do not forget to do all the things YouTubers like him love to beg you to do, aka check out my Discord, Twitter, as well as like, comment and subscribe. So now I'll see you all in the next video.